Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's car camp. So this month we are driving to the village of Appledore. Hadn't heard of Appledore before I found it. I actually found it on Google Maps. And to be honest, the reason why I chose it was because of its name. It reminded me of something from The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. Welcome to Appledore type thing. So yeah, we started at the name. From there, I had a look on Google Maps. I found the trusty village car park. So it looks like it's okay. The car park has some reviews on Google Review, people that have parked there and stuff. It doesn't say you can't park there overnight, but we will find out when we get there. Hopefully there won't be any signs to say that we can't, but fingers crossed it'll be cool. Now, the other good thing it turned out from where Appledore is that it's within walking distance of a route that's on Explore Kent, the Royal Military Canal. But the Royal Military Canal is about 28 miles long. So in the past that would have been quite a nice run. But in terms of tomorrow, not sure how much I'm going to be running. I've got the drone again with me, so if the weather's nice, it'll be another droney run. You've probably noticed as well that the planned car camp with my wife hasn't taken place yet. It actually worked out. The weekend we were going to do it was the weekend of Storm Aaron, or whatever it was, all those storms we had that weekend. And to be honest, we were planning on going to a seaside, so it didn't quite seem like the best time to be doing it. And actually coupled with that, I ended up having a chest infection again. So it's been shelved for the moment, but we will still do it. It's still on the table. On the plus side, where it's staying lighter for longer, even though I'm going to be getting there slightly later than I wanted, there should still be enough sunlight to be able to go for a little wander around Appledore. Okay, so we are officially in Appledore. Just got this little turn to navigate. Looks very quaint, like a proper little village. We are 1 minute away. And then we've got the big reveal as to whether or not we can park. Still got my fingers crossed. There's a certain level of excitement when you drive into a park up and you've planned it, when you don't quite know what it's going to be like. Just saw a sign for a temporary village car park, and there's another one here. So I don't know if that means our car park has changed. Oh yeah, temporary car park left. Oh. Okay. I am the ghost of Car Camp Future, and I've been sent back to the past to give you a message at this point in the video. And it is this sign that I missed on the way in, and more to the point, the bottom bit, no overnight parking. So apologies to the parish of Appledore. I genuinely didn't see it. I didn't see it when I came in, so just so you know, there is no overnight parking here. I'm a bit confused. I don't know if this means this is the temporary village car park. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and work out what I'm doing. We are in what is apparently the temporary village car park. I mean, it is essentially just a grass verge behind someone's house. But the sign says this is it, so I'm guessing it has to be it. Only thing I'm a bit scared of is my car getting stuck. Obviously too late now because I'm on it. But it is flat at the least, so that's something. But what I'm going to do is, before I do anything else, we're going to jump out and have a walk around, and just to make sure that's right and the actual car park is shut. So let's go for a little wander and see what's going on. Okay, and here we go. This is the village of Appledore. If I come this way, I can show you where my lovely park up is. So you can see it's just a random little dead end road. And I'm back onto people's back gardens and stuff. So it's safe to say Appledore is actually quite small. I think I'm at the end of it already, but what's really cool is what you can see over here, what I've just been shooting. This is actually the Royal Military Canal, which is a National Trust place, and you've got a nice little old World War II bunker going on over there. But yeah, so we're just going to walk a little bit more down here, and just to see what else is down here. But I think that is it really. It's just a very small village, and it has a nice little canal walk that you can go along. It's very wet, so I'm glad I've got my trail shoes because I'm going to get soaked undoubtedly tomorrow. But it's a lovely evening tonight. It's very fresh, but perfect for a little walk around. And this is what is so good about going around these little villages in essentially my home county. Is that these are the kind of little villages that you'd otherwise just drive through and pay no attention to. It literally takes you 10 seconds to drive through it. But there's going to be so many places like this all over the place. I mean, all over Kent. There's scores of little villages like this, and each have their own little exciting little thing that you can go around and see. And it is nice. It's perfect for a little car camping adventure. Safe to say, I think I've missed this part of my recent car camps, where it's been so dark whenever I've got somewhere. You can't really explore the village, you can't really do any of that. So I've been mainly doing the running. Don't get me wrong, the running's great as well, but there is something nice about a walk around somewhere new, a walk around the village, a walk in the country. I mean, this is so nice. I absolutely love it. You've got so many birds cheeping away in the background, and I can't believe I caught that shot just now of those birds in that tree. It sounded like I was filming them, and it's like they heard me do a digital zoom because they moved, and I was miles away from them. That was such an awesome shot, and I'm so happy I caught it. Tell you what, being a runner, I'm quite good at dealing with these kissing gates and things. But I've got no idea how to do this one. It is so random. Can't work out. Oh, there you go. Stupid. What I thought we'll do, as we're here, and it's just there, we'll take a little look at this little World War II bunker thing, just because we can. This could have been some awesome thumbnail title, Exploring World War II Bunker. But instead, my title was just going to be Welcome to Appledore. But let's have a look, see if we can go in it. Oh, we can. There you go. Okay, and that's it. That's our little explore. A little bit of British wartime heritage. So now we go back and explore the rest of Appledore. In fact, it's worth saying, although my car camps had been following a kind of pattern of seaside, village, seaside, village, and whilst I think I should have been going to a seaside town for this car camp, I really fancied actually exactly what I've got now. So everything I've just been talking about, where we are and what it's like, that's exactly what I wanted from this car camp, was something like this, just to have a little mini yomp around, a mini explore, enjoy the peace and quiet. Because that's the thing, when you go to the seaside places, or some of the seaside places, not all of them, but certainly some of them, it's a lot more busy, there's a lot more people, it's a lot more built up, but something like this, it's just lovely. Okay, so this is where the village car park free parking was. Can't see why it's closed. Looks like the village hall's had some work done recently. Oh no, they're resurfacing. There's the van with the lorry thing. So they're resurfacing it, that's why. Okay, it's good to know. He's actually on the slope as well by the looks of it, all sloping down. Okay, and here we go, back to the car. It's certainly super dark now. And there's a mist coming over as well. But I moved my car over, as you can tell, or you probably can't tell. Moved it onto more of a grassy bit, so hopefully I'm not going to get stuck anywhere in the morning. Right, let's get inside. You know how sometimes when you really need a coffee, when you have it and it really hits the spot? That's this one. So that was a really nice walk. It's a nice little chilled village. There's not a lot here, to be fair. It is very small. You just walk half a mile down the road and you've actually done the whole of the village within that half a mile. So there's a pub, there's a church, and there's a post office. So it's your classic little small British village. The bonus thing we have with this village is the fact it is literally on the Royal Military Canal, which I would have just shown you in the video where I just walked to. And no car camp would be complete without the obligatory how stealthy is my stealth setup. I think that's pretty cool. There's small bits of light getting out, but they're so small you can barely see them. So yeah, that's cool. As you would have seen in my little obligatory nighttime shot, I am the only car here. It's just me. It's so quiet. I mean, there is the noise of cars going past through the main, well, in effect that's the main road, but other than that, I think we're in for quite a super duper quiet one. Now, at some point, what I would like to do with my monthly stealth camp is be completely brave and not plan at all where I'm going to park or even where I'm going to go. What I'd love to do is just get in my car and drive and then just randomly pull off somewhere and find somewhere to park up and do whatever's there. So that's what I want to do at some point. It's I'm not sure when I'm going to do it because it's the complete opposite to my type of personality. I like to plan, I like to know what I'm doing, where I'm going, everything. So it'll be a major thing for me to do that, but I think it could be quite fun. And I think, to be honest, with all these little villages and stuff, there's always a village car park. There's always going to be somewhere to park, even down the road just there. There was parking on the residential road. It doesn't matter where I go, I will always find somewhere to park. And if you're in the country, you'll always find a footpath and somewhere to walk and somewhere to run. So yeah, at some point soon, maybe after I've done the car camp with my wife, maybe that can be my next one. Possibly, maybe. We will see. So last month I tried doing my first attempt at what I call a Japanese style ASMR car camping video. And to be honest, I really enjoyed making it. So my plan is going forward that every month I do a car camp, I will roll out 2 versions. I'll do the normal version like this, and I'll do an ASMR version as well. Now, there will be differences between the two, so I am shooting different bits for each one. It'd be boring if I just made the same video and just cut out the bits where I spoke. So there will be, in effect, 2 videos for the price of 1. Something as well that I've been really enjoying with my channel actually is the comment section, because at the moment there seems to be quite a lot of fellow Zafira car campers who are finding my channel and commenting. But what is super cool as well is that 2 of those are actually creating content as well. One of them is Car Camping Ninja, so they haven't uploaded nothing yet, but they also have plans to do setup videos and possibly tutorials and car camping too, which is super cool. And another one who I've been talking to recently in the comments is Heidi Goes Camping, but she car camps in her Zafira too. Keep an eye out for both channels as Car Camping Ninja and Heidi Goes Camping, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing the content that they both create. And it'll be so cool to see a fellow Zafira car camper and the setups they've gone for and how they've done it. Can't forget the sesame oil.
Okay, so the time is just after 4 o'clock. I got here exactly 4 o'clock. So that means I'm locked into this car park and I'm not going to move for 24 hours. So I'm going to be here until 4 o'clock tomorrow. I'm not going to move. Well, not out of the car park. I'm going to move a bit further down, as I said. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is make a drink. I've not had a coffee yet today. So coffee machine's going to go on and I'm going to make a drink.
Now, that YouTube I was just watching was the lovely Dean's Destinations. Now, our Dean is at 980 subscribers. So, if you don't subscribe to Dean already, then if we can get 20 of us to go over to his channel, hit subscribe, we can get him to the magical 1K. And I think that'll pretty much make Dean's year. So, take a look at his channel. I'll put his link down in the description so you can find him, and yeah, head over there and take a look. Dean used to have a small VW Caddy, and that's where his channel started at. And then, like most people, he did upgrades. Now, most people would buy, I don't know, buy a new frying pan or buy some lights or something like that. No, Dean traded his Caddy in for a monster camper van. Fully kitted out, ready to go, and he actually lives in it too, so he's a proper van lifer. So yeah, head over to Dean's Destinations and give him a look-see. This week's one was a what can you call it, an anti-stealth camp, is that a word? But check it out and you'll see what I mean.
It's very warm in here. My car's always warm. In fact, there was one comment, I had a couple of comments actually on a couple of videos where people are asking how I stay warm and what I do about the cold. And to be honest, if you've watched all my car camps, you'll know I car camp once a month, so I've car camped pretty much through winter, and on the whole I didn't actually find the car that cold, to be honest. I mean, the sleeping bag I've got is only rated down to 8 degrees Celsius, so it's not even a freezing temperature. But I think, to be honest, the thing with a Zafira is because it's relatively small. I think just by being in here and doing everything in here and cooking in here, that generates a degree of warmth, because I've never really felt cold. The amount of times I took a second sleeping bag with me and I never needed it, and I've also always got the blankie underneath my sleeping bag. I've never used that neither. So it's quite interesting. So needless to say, now winter is in effect coming to an end. Now the van's come out. It is officially the most quiet village car park I've ever stayed in. I really like it. It's really chilled out. That noise you can hear. It's the noise of absolutely nothing. In fact, it's so quiet. You know when it's so quiet, you can just hear your ears. It's like that. So calming. Right, well, it's 11:30 and I think the time has come for me to say goodnight to you all. I want to go to bed at a decent time, because then I will wake up at what I call a normal time. Until tomorrow, I'll see you in the morning. And as if by magic, it's now the morning. Well, for the first time ever on a car camp, last night I actually slept through the whole night. I went to bed at 12 o'clock and didn't wake up till 6:30. 6:30 is about my normal get up time at the minute, so I'm quite impressed with that. 6.5 hours solid. And I even had that window open last night too, and it's still not particularly cold in here. I was interested to see what the condensation would be like, but I can see I've obviously opened up this window, and there was a little bit of condensation on it, and I can see some on the back window from where the thing started to come down. But the real test, I'll be interested to see what the front's like, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. But in the meantime, I had just enough water left in my thermos to make one morning coffee. It's still hot just about, so yeah, I'm going to drink this, and then I'm probably not going to bother going back to sleep. As I'm up now, I will get myself ready and head out for my run. So it's time to have a little look and see if the windows are fogged up or not. Well, they are, but it's not as bad as normal, I would say. So having the windows open does clearly help a little bit, at least. The thing with car camping is that you really get to let your hair down.
canal path is deadly. Whew. Normally when you're trail running, you run the risk of falling over tree roots or something. Quite happily running down the path, and then my foot goes into a now invisible badger hole, I'm guessing. Oh, blimey, governor. Yeah, needless to say, I fell arse over, and my bottle fell out. But my leg's not broke, my ankle's not broken, so all is not lost. So we can carry on. So, I've never seen so many downed trees on a run before. And then of course it just occurred to me why. So, there we go. I've done a simple 5 mile out and then a 5 mile back. So, not a massively long run. It's an out and back. The weather's turned, as you might be able to tell or not. It's very windy now and a little bit rainy. So, a little bit annoying if you wear glasses and you're running into the rain. If ever you wanted to see the sign of what was a good trail run, you just need to see this. Absolutely covered in mud. I stacked it approximately 3 times. The first time I showed you when I fell down the badger hole, and then the other few times when I fell down the embankment or just slipped over because it was so muddy. But it was such a tough run, but equally blooming lovely. But now I need a coffee and some lunch, and then I'm going to get dressed and head home.
As you would have seen from the Ghost of Car Camp Future, what I realised as well when I got back to the car park from my run was that there was another sign for the temporary car park, but I didn't see it because when I turned left into the car park I didn't clock it. And yesterday I went for my walk, and this morning I went for my run. Both times I turned left, so I didn't see the sign. There is no overnight parking allowed here. Yeah, that is clearly why it was so quiet last night. And that's it. The car's all packed up, the rubbish is chucked away, the sat-nav's programmed in, I'm fed, I'm watered, and it's time to go home. So it is that time again where I say I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. Take care.